Hey y'all, Ramdino here, coming at you again for another Appalachian Trail Thru Hiker update. If you've come to the channel today to help me build the hiker community, be a part of the hiker community, or support the thru hikers, then you have come to the right place. So we still got some thru hikers out there, even though we are coming down to the closing weeks of the 2020 Appalachian Trail Thru Hiker season. Won't be too much longer, but we've still got folks out there and we still want to support them. So let's go ahead and talk about who we got that finished this week. The only person that's on our list, and that list can be found down in the description section for 2020 that we were tracking that finished this week, that would have been Hopper. And Hopper started on the 29th in Dalton, Massachusetts, hiked to Katahdin, and then he flopped back to Dalton and headed southbound, and he finished his hike this past week on November 22nd. So he made it home for Turkey Day. So that's great, Hopper. We're all pumped up about that, and just congratulations on that. Congratulations on your hike. And we look forward to those folks that are still out there yet to finish. We've only got just a very few that are left on our list to finish. And we'll talk about those in just a minute, but there are more people that are not on our list. And if you want to see who some of those folks are, the best place I have found to find out who's finishing, and that is Fresh Ground's Facebook page. Fresh Ground is a trail angel, and he goes out there and feeds a lot of folks, and he has been at the end of the trail now for the last couple weeks, and he is going to be taking some time off, and believe me, that is a much well-deserved time off. He has been out there for months and months and months feeding hikers, so we appreciate that, Fresh Ground. But he'll be getting back out on there with very little reprieve at the first of the year. So look forward to seeing him getting back out there. So let's talk about some folks that are still out there right now. So we've got Crash, Bash, and Whole Foods. They took a few days off from the trail, went and had them some turkey. And understand it was at Bash's family's place, and then they're going to be getting back on the trail here shortly. Braid, she is in Southern Virginia. She's got about 290 miles left, plus or minus, is what she said in her last update. And she went home, had a few days off for Turkey Day, spend some time with her family, get a little bit of refresher mentally and physically going, and she is getting back out on the trail Monday. So we look forward to her strong finish. Mighty Bones, he is somewhere around Atkins area, and he has got a great story. I encourage you to go to his link, and he can be found there on our list. Encourage you to go there and give him an attaboy and just follow him. He's got a really good story. Redbeard, he's in Southern Virginia. He is also taking a few days off, and then he's going to be getting back on the trail. And Daisy, she is finally done with Virginia. She's coming down to the getting really close to North Carolina, so she's through Virginia into Tennessee. Stayed at a hostel for Thanksgiving, so glad to see that she made it in off the trail for Thanksgiving, and she is going to be back out there. So we've only got about 69 hikers right now that we've got on our list, so we want to get more. So that list is for the 2021. So to find that list, you can, and the sign up for that list, then you can go down the description section, and if you're a 2021 hiker, either finishing or starting in 2021, go down there and sign up. There is a link to a form. Fill that form out and you'll automatically be signed up. And that's for Ramdino's hiker support list. Now, if you don't want to do that because you're not computer savvy, and some folks aren't, or if you just rather not take the time to do it, that's perfectly fine. I'll be glad to do that for you if you'll just send me your information, when you're going to be leaving, what direction of travel you're going to be heading, what social media accounts you'll be updating to, whether you're a veteran or not. We always recognize the veterans out there, and we appreciate your service to this great country. And then if you'll send that to me, then I'll be glad to update it yourself. Don't forget your name and your trail name and what date you're leaving and your direction of travel. Now, if you've already filled it out, you won't be able to go back and change it. I'll be glad to do that. Some folks don't have social media yet, and that's fine. But send me that information, or if it changes, I'll be glad to update that for you. Also, don't forget, if you're not a subscriber to this channel, please go and subscribe to it so you'll get notified of my weekly updates that I'm doing. Also, my other videos I do of my time on the trail, gear reviews, so on and whatnot. Leave me a comment or ask me a question in the comment section. Love answering those. I'll be glad to get back to any questions that you ask. And of course, give me a thumbs up. Appreciate those thumbs up as well. Everybody likes to have an attaboy or an attagirl out there. And that's what we're about, is building each other up, building this hiker community up. So what else we got going on? Well, the channel right now is starting to transition to the 2021 hikers. We're going to keep updating you on 2020, of course, as long as there are hikers out there, as long as we have information about them. But this kind of marks this week where we'll be transitioning to them. And so we're going to be spotlighting somebody each week. And I keep saying we, and that's because my intention is that this be a community. So if you have some information out there about a hiker, send it my way, and that way we can all help each other out throughout the course of this channel, throughout the course remaining of 2020 and on into 2021. But I want to spotlight this week a team that's going to be doing 2021, and that's from the Mommy and Me Adventures channel, and that is Finley. She is a 6-year-old, and her mama Kayla. So I'm looking forward to seeing that. I know y'all are. We oftentimes have the younger folks in the society, really younger folks out there make their attempts, and so it's always fun to watch them and look forward to seeing them. And this week they dropped a new tent video. They are putting out videos ever so often, and so they've been really good. So looking forward to following them. And then Deadman from the Hiking a Different Path channel, he also dropped a video this week, and it was a water bottle hack. So that was pretty cool. Appreciate him doing that. And then Taylor, the New Hampshire hiker, she was attempting to hike last year, 2020, or this year rather, but of course she got off the trail because of the pandemic and did not get back on, and so she is going to be making another attempt this year. And she dropped a video of her favorite 5 favorite gear pieces. So that was a good video, Taylor. We enjoyed watching that. Trail Angels out there, thanks a lot to all the Trail Angels that were on my private list that I contacted, and you responded back and let me know that you'd be doing a Trail Angel work next year as well. That is a list that I have that goes out to folks that if a hiker contacts me, then I can send them that list. The list is also down in the description section, and it stays there public, but some folks want to be just known privately and just gone out on an ad hoc basis to the thru hikers when they ask for it. So if you want to be on that list, we'd love to have you there. Please send me your information, your contact information, and what section of the trail you cover, and then we will get you on that list. Let me know if you want to be private or public as well. So we appreciate all those folks that responded back and that were on the list last year. 95% of them have responded that were on it and affirmed that they would be doing it again. So a little bit of trail news. I'd like to thank all those folks that reached out to me in the hiker community. I had put out on several social media outlets and also through the community tab on this channel that there was a hiker out there that had reached out to me, and he was kind of needing just a little bit of help getting through the mental challenges. This is the point in the hike, getting into the latter stages, subos, where there's not a lot of folks out there, and it kind of helps to have somebody there to chat with occasionally or end up at camp. And you know, sometimes people want to get out there for the solitude, and some people want to get out there for the social aspect, and then some people want a little bit of both. So this particular hiker, he was reaching out to me, wanted a little bit of the social aspect, and so he reached out, and there were several people that got back to me, as the hiker community is so good in doing, and said they would get out there and support him and even go out there and do some hikes with him and reach out to him. So greatly appreciate all those folks that got back to me. That just warms my heart to know that how strong the hiker community is and how tight we are, and so greatly appreciate that. Don't forget that December 1st is when the Appalachian Trail Conservancy opens up 2021 registration. So right now there's nobody officially registered through the ATC, so that will be opening, they've indicated, on December 1st. So go there, and it's going to be really interesting to see how many folks get on there that first week. Typically, we have 3,000 people that register through the ATC. Of course, even more attempt that every year in a typical year. So it'll be interesting to see how many folks sign up for it in the coming weeks. By this time last year, I looked at my updates and we had a slew of folks. Not exactly sure the number that we had. Maybe I'll put that down here on the video when I go to editing. But it was obviously by now we would have had folks that had registered. So looking forward to seeing that, and just can't wait to get everybody to get registered and things to start getting back at least a little more normal. We also had Hiker Thanksgiving up in this week, and so I appreciate all those folks that helped out with Hiker Thanksgiving. That was, understand that there was a lot of folks that enjoyed that, and a lot of folks just got a blessing out of that. Even the folks that helped, and it's always been my experience that when I go to do something mission oriented like that and helping others particularly, I get more of a blessing out of it than I feel like the people that I was actually there to bless. So thanks a lot for those people that did it, and those people that were blessed from it and got enjoyment out of it. Glad that you got some full bellies from it. And we got some upcoming videos on this channel. They're coming up. Got some gear reviews. Come along and I again are doing getting back on trail the week of December 10th. We'll be out there for our section hike from Hampton up to Damascus. So I'm looking forward to that and coming back and dropping that trail video for y'all. So folks, I appreciate you watching this week. As always, appreciate you, and we'll see you out there.